Why, welcome again to CAN TV 21 Hotline. My name is Nathan Wright, and I'm the Executive Director of the Etiquette Foundation of Illinois. And I'm so pleased to be here on Let's Talk Etiquette. Well, I have to start this show off by telling all of my wonderful guests and callers and viewers that this is our last show for the season. And I've had so much fun doing this show, believe me. But on our next season, we're going to have our wonderful co-host back with us. So you will see two people here as opposed to me by myself. And I'm looking forward to that. It's been fun, though. I've enjoyed doing this show by myself. I think I've done a pretty good job at getting this word out to you, getting the importance of etiquette out to you, getting hopefully you to see that this is such a powerful tool that is there for you to use, to benefit from it, to grow from it, to just enhance who you are as a human being from it. We have these set of rules, and if you learn them well and practice them, I guarantee they are not old-fashioned or outdated. This is the foundation of this society. It's the foundation of the English language. And no matter where you go in the world, they practice etiquette. Civilized behavior is the practice of etiquette. And so we need to get back to that foundation that is so important to who we are as a people. I mean, this is something you don't really have to experiment with. You know, it's not something that has to be reinvented. I mean, it's just simply about your humanity and about the humanity of this society. We all need a set of rules to live by, to govern our daily lives by. And it's no different from the rules of the road. I mean, you think they're going to change the speed limit for you? Or they're going to say, well, we don't need a speed limit anymore. You can just drive any way you want. Let's get rid of the stoplights at the corner. Let everybody do what they want to do. Just go out there and kill yourself, injure other people. It's okay. See, so that's not what's going to happen. Because order is critical in any society, in any organization. Order. The rules that govern the behavior of us all. And those rules apply in politics, they apply in business, they apply in the courts, they apply in society. And so why not have a system of order? Not disorder. It's so easy to create disorder. But listen, join me, call me. Call me at 312-738-1060. I'd like to hear from you before the end of this show. We have about 23 or 24 minutes to go. So please pick up the phone. I'm calling for Ray. I'm calling for Stephen. I'm calling for Madam Etiquette. She's out there. Give me a call so I can wish you a wonderful, wonderful summer. And so call me. This subject here is one of the core foundation of all of our humanity. You do it every day. You practice etiquette every day. If you go in a store, you practice it. You say, hello, how are you? And the clerk may say, well, how are you? It's good to have you here. Or whatever exchange that go on between you and that other person is really etiquette. You're actually interacting and interrelating with another human being. And you want to be cordial. You want to be polite. You want to be considerate of that other person, just like they want to be considerate of you. This is what makes it possible for us to exist without hostility, without anger, and without the whole frustration that goes with people that you may believe wasn't responsive in a way that you felt they should have responded to you. And so this is why it is so important. And we need to make that our foundation again. And that needs to start in the schools. 8 years of etiquette training will not hurt at all. It would not. In fact, it would be so impactful to our children and to the next generation of wonderfully polite, courteous, considerate people. They would reduce crime in this country. They will reduce hostility. That will reduce divorces and separations and all of the other things that impact us every day. So yes, let's put etiquette back in the schools. 8 years, 1 hour a day. If it's taught to students 1 hour a day, you would change their behavior profoundly. They would be able to exist and cooperate with one another in the classroom. They would have a way to communicate and play on the playground where it's not fights and arguments and all of the things that go on every day in our schools. And I understand when you parents are trying so hard to raise your child to be a polite, respectful, etiquette-trained individual, and then your child go into a classroom where no one else has that knowledge or skills. And I know how you feel, and I know how your child must feel when they're trying to navigate and interrelate and communicate with other students who do not have a clue of what they're doing and why they're doing it. The logic that goes with it is just as important as the doing of it. So don't give up, just get active. Go to your principal, go to the school. Ask them, why are they not teaching this? I mean, you have a right to ask that question. So do yourself a favor and do your child a favor and ask that question of your principal. Let him tell you, Mr. Jones or Dr. Jones, whomever he is with his degrees, let him give you an answer for that. I see we have a caller. Caller, you're on the air.
My name is Joe. I'm going to disagree with you about something. What we need people to have, and it'd be like a domino effect, we need people to have common sense. And when you look at it a lot of times, common sense is not so common. And they really need to sometimes, when you're in certain situations, to use that gray matter you have up in your head, you know, in terms of critical or analytical and creative type thinking. And if you look at some people that's in far away territory, or you look at some people that have what some people would say is savages or something like that, when you look at some of them, guess what? Some of them could be very civilized because why? They have common sense.
Okay, may I respond?
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Well, at the foundation of common sense is etiquette. I mean, to be able to reason and rationalize, to be able to first comprehend what has been said to you and the tone and tenor as it is said to you, all of that so-called common sense is really addressing those social issues that go into making up what we call etiquette. And so that common sense has to first have that as a foundation. And then you can use that common sense to solve and to act and interact with people, no matter what that background is.
Now, we did agree on something. Now, may I elaborate a little bit further, if possible?
You're not allowing me to finish.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, but anyway, thank you for calling, caller. I appreciate the call. You're entitled to your... I have another caller. I have another caller. So thank you very much for calling. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, Mr. Wright, how you doing?
Hey, Steve, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
Good to hear from you.
I would have called in for your last show.
I missed you last year. In fact, I mentioned you.
Yeah, I've been really busy, truly busy.
Well, that's good.
Listen, and it was so good to hear from Joe. I haven't been listening to the shows that much.
Okay.
Been really busy, and I was listening to what he was saying, common sense. In a way, Joe, my opinion, common sense been gone quite some time. You could have no common sense and still have a little sense. You could perform in a manner of a human being. That's what it is. People don't have respect. You get the respect first, then common sense could come.
Yes.
If you don't respect nothing, how can you have any common sense, Joe?
Right.
But again, I understand what you were saying, and sometimes you got to listen to another part of someone else's opinion, and you could put them together, and you truly understand it. It's been a long time, Joe. Happy Father's Day and everything to you. Keep on listening to Mr. Wright, because I know you've been listening to him for a long time. But getting to you, Mr. Wright.
Yes.
I enjoy you so much. I have
you,
always,
Steve.
from day
Glad
one until night. I think you're a heck of a guy. Again, if you save one or two people in this short period of time you was on, you did your job. You could go to sleep happy and feeling good. And we're going to wait till next season you come back on, and maybe you could help 6 more. So it's a small process of learning. And then, Joe, guess what? Maybe more people get more common sense.
Right.
So, again, it's a wonderful show. Mr. Wright, again, I want to hog the show because I know that people want to talk to you. But listen, you have a good weekend, a wonderful holiday. Be safe. You got to watch people. But again, I admire you. I think you're a heck of a guy. Continue to keep doing what you're doing.
I will.
And don't worry, we'll be here for you. Let me get out there so I can hear your response. And again, we see you next period
season.
when you come on.
I'll be back.
All right now.
Thank you, Steve. I really appreciate Steve call-ins. It makes so much good sense in his commentary. I haven't found anything to disagree with when it comes to Steve. He's a great humanitarian, a great human being, and he's an etiquette master. He understands this discipline to its core. And that response to Joe about common sense, I mean, you did that superbly. I couldn't have done it any better. I did try to break that common sense scenario down where, when you speak of common, what is really common in our society today? Not very much is common. So what may be common to me or to you, Steve, may not be common to Joe. So that's a common way of saying someone else is not using common sense. But to you, it may not be common sense, but to them it may be. So, but thank you, Joe, for calling. I haven't heard from you in quite a while. It was good to hear from you. And I'm sorry I didn't give you a chance to finish, but I had another call coming in, and I didn't know it was Steve, so I wanted to give him an opportunity, or whomever it was, an opportunity to comment on common sense. But anyway, back to what I was trying to communicate to this wonderful audience I've had. And I'm waiting on Madam Etiquette to call me. I'm hoping she's listening and will give me a call. I can hear from her before the end of this season. But back to my point in regards to why this discipline is so important, and for us to readopt it, rediscover it. It really goes to the core of who we are in this society. Plus, it's about our survival. Really, etiquette is a survival tool. If you learn it well, you practice it well, you use it well, you will benefit immensely. And I say that because when you interact with people, if they see you have good manners, they would respond to you so much more differently than they would otherwise. If they think you're going to be rude or you're going to have a position that's antagonistic or confrontational, then you're going to get a pushback from those people. And that's not going to benefit you in this society. When we have harmony in the society and everybody's contributing in a positive way, you're going to get better responses from all those you encounter. And that's so true. And so I want all of those listening to see the connection between who you are, where you're going in this world, and how you can benefit from this wonderful discipline. It has a great deal to do with your employment. Believe me, your employment can be so enhanced and your income can be increased substantially just simply by having good, polished, professional comportment skills. Your employer will recognize your contribution to his company or to the business when they see that you have these qualities. Your interaction with clients and customers will be so greatly enhanced when the customers see you have these skills. So it's a huge benefit to you from an economic standpoint. And so realize that it takes a certain quality of understanding who you are as well as the person you're communicating with. Because it's your bag of tools that's going to allow you to enhance who you are as well as to be attractive to the other person you're talking to. If they see that you have this ability to be patient and to listen and to give the kind of encouragements that they are looking for, no matter who they are, you would be surprised how much more positive you will come off with them. And that relationship will continue after you all separate. They will remember you in a much more favorable light when they see you have such good qualities in terms of your behavior, in terms of your presentation. And so keep in mind that this is bounded in the language we speak. Every word you speak has a connection in some form or fashion with etiquette. It allows you to express yourself in ways that if you really think about it, you can enhance who you are. And flattery is just one little piece of that. Complimentary things that you may say to someone is another little piece of that. When you say things that's just simple, basic, complimentary things to another person, they enjoy being told, oh, well, that tie you have on, sir, that is a very nice tie. I like the colors in that tie. You would be surprised just that little comment could have such a profound impact on that other person's view of you. What are you doing? You're giving yourself a favorable presentation to the other person. And they enjoy compliments in ways that you can do that in a way that would simply make your relationship with that person so much better. And they will remember you. Business is based on their recollection of whom they encounter. And the person they encounter, they say, oh, I like that person. You want them to feel that way about you. Because if they like you, they're going to give you more business. It's just that simple. You're going to get more business. You're going to get more opportunity. They're going to remember you. They're going to refer you if they like you. But they're not going to like you if you don't understand the power that you have just in this discipline called etiquette. It gives you all kinds of power. Then you need to learn it so you can use it. If you don't learn it, don't understand it, figure it out. It's to your benefit to do so. And so it's something that is available to us all. And I guarantee you, if you learn to use it and you use it well, your whole life is going to be enhanced. It's going to be much more richer. You're going to have a much brighter outlook on the world. I get up and say, what a great day. What an awesome day. I'm so blessed to be a part of this world, and it's an awesome day. And I go out and I'm smiling, and I'm waving, and I'm speaking to people. When I make eye contact with a person, I nod my head. I nod and smile. And if I'm close enough, I'll say, hello, how are you, madam? How's your day going? She loves it. It's going wonderful. I have contributed to the embetterment of her day, just with a few little complimentary words to her. And that's what it's all about. Try it out. When you out there, anyone, as soon as they make eye contact with you, you smile and you give them a positive comment. It can simply be, hi, how are you? What are you saying? When you say hi, you're speaking. When you say, how are you, you're asking them about their health, about their state of mind, about what's going on in their life. And 9 times out of 10, it could be dreadful what's going on. It could be sad what's going on. It could be awful what's going on in their lives. But the mere fact that you took a moment to say that to them, they'll brighten up. They'll respond. Oh, I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing? Try it out and see, don't it work? When you go in the store, when you know, waving at people, you'd be surprised how waving at people will get a positive response. You will get it. If you're in your car and somebody gives you an opportunity to pass them, you wave, let them know, you got in front of them in the line. You wave and let them know you appreciate it. That's going to enhance their day. That's going to make them feel a little better. And they will do it. They'll turn around and do the same thing to the person and let them in the line. Wave in their review mirror so the person will see that they appreciate what was given to them and which didn't have to be. See, so that's the power you have in this discipline. You just need to use it. And if you do, you're going to be a lot more happier. Now, with me, I turned 74 years of age on the 25th this month. And I credit my good health to that attitude, to that state of mind. I can get down and do 25 push-ups right now at 74. My doctor don't even want to see me. He said, "You too healthy." Okay? He said, "You too healthy. You in better health than me." He's 63. Okay? So I contribute my good health to my state of mind and what I contribute to my fellow man and my fellow woman. And if you do it with a healthy, positive attitude, you have to first learn etiquette. It's not difficult. It's all around you. You just got to refine it. You can always get a book and detail it out, and I would encourage you to do so. It'll give you a much better understanding if you read Emily Post or Amy Vanderbilt or someone like that, and get a sense of how they applied this discipline. Okay? But your health is important to you. And you need to protect it, you need to guard it. And your mind contributes to the physical body in terms of health. If you're stressed out, it's a mental thing. If you're having all kinds of issues, emotional issues, it's a mental thing. So the mind affects the body. Your blood pressure go up when you're upset. Okay? So get out of them kind of situation. But that means you have to change your approach to life. And if you do, you can live to be 94 and be in great health. Health is important, and etiquette can enhance your health immensely. Believe me, I'm sitting here and I feel like I'm 40. It's hard to believe I'm 74. It is. It's very hard to believe it. I feel like I'm 35 or 40 years of age. But that's another subject. But I want to encourage you, because this is the last show for the season, to just look at all the things we try to communicate, we try to deliver to you as our audience. And getting back to the whole issue of mentoring, the whole issue of etiquette-centered mentoring, etiquette-centered parenting, all those things we covered. For those who remember those topics we covered, they are critical. They are essential. They are the kinds of tools we wanted you to have as parents to raise your child to be an awesome human being, to be a tribute to this society we live in, and a tribute to your family. Those out there who are mentoring, this is the core of your mentoring. It should be, because you're really teaching a young person some valuable skills. Teach them not to say huh and yeah. Teach them to use the language to their benefit. And if they speak correctly, they will benefit. Okay? Teach them how to make eye contact with the person they're speaking to. If they're looking all where is the sincerity? You don't know where the sincerity is. The sincerity is in the eyes of the person. You can look at their eyes and see if they're genuine, if they're sincere, if they're honorable, if they're honest. Just on their eyes. If they start looking away when you ask a question, then you don't know where they are at in terms of truthfulness. And so these are some qualities, you mentors out there, you definitely need to spend time working with your young people to give them those qualities that they're going to need to compete and survive in this society. And so I'm encouraging those individuals who are mentors. I'm a mentor. I'm mentoring every day. I have a group of young men that work for me, and I pay them so they can learn good work ethics. I'm actually paying them to do this. It's not like they're paying me to learn work ethics. I'm paying them by creating opportunities for them to work. And you can do the same as I'm doing. And I guarantee you it would be an immense benefit to them if they learn these social skills, especially in the workplace. And so they're in my business, and they're doing an outstanding job in terms of what they're contributing to my success and to their own success. Well, that seems to be it. But I look forward to seeing you on the next season. I have some more dynamic topics to cover with you. You're just going to be blown away with what I am going to bring to the table on our next series. Powerful, impactful, and enriching things to discuss with you. But I want to say thanks, Ray, thanks, Steve, and thanks, Madam Etiquette. I want to put our information up here so you can contact us over the season. Send me an email, please. Email me at info@efoi.org. Call me at 312-473-2942. Please call me, and we're going to have a great conversation. And when we come back next year, you're going to be so impactful, so enlightened with what we're going to bring to the table on next go around. With that said, thank you very much. Have a safe holiday, and I'll see you when we start our next season in about 3 or 4 months. Have a great one and be safe.